It's a gorgeous sunny day here, and I thought this might be a good opportunity to show you some of my other houseplants. As you may not be surprised, I do love all plants. I collect cacti and succulents, but I do have some others. And this is my family room houseplant tour. So I'll start over here. I have a rubber tree, which I did a cutting from a larger tree. Actually, it's from a bush, but I am kind of pruning this one to look like a tree. And it's been very happy here. And then next to it, I have a big Dracaena. And that one is doing really well. I have a purple heart plant down here, and it's not quite purple. It wasn't getting a lot of sun where I had it before, so I'm hoping this spot it will get some more sun and it will turn purple. I think it needs more sun to turn purple, so we'll have to see what happens with that one. And then this one is a Sansevieria, and when I first got this was quite bluish. This is not one of your typical Sansevierias, but that is really pretty. I like it. It seems to be happy in this spot. I crowd a lot of my plants around my best windows. And in the back here, we have a tricolor Dracaena. And over here, I have an aloe plant that's doing really well. My mom loved that one, so I got that at the store when we were together. She has a cat that munches on plants, so if she likes something, I usually pick it up and bring it to my house. And I have a big spider plant in the corner here, and it is sending out lots of little runners. They're going to be babies. Let me see if I can focus in on one of the little branches. Wherever you see those little flower buds, those are going to turn into babies. And it has some branches over here. Let me take you over this way. Here's a couple little babies growing at the bottom of these. So this spider plant is very happy in this spot. So this is a pretty little corner, nice and sunny. And I have a lot of big trees around my house, so we have shade. Let me take you over here. Okay, here we have another Sansevieria. I happen to really love Sansevierias. And down here are cuttings that I took from the Sansevieria. I had taken one leaf, cut it into segments, and planted those, and it grew. Each one grew a new plant. And the interesting thing about that is, even though this one has margins on it, the cuttings did not come out with any margins. They have some beautiful variegation on it. But what I have read is that when you do it this way, it reverts back to the original genes of the plant. The ones with the margins are hybrids. So it just goes back to the original gene pool and sends it up with that type of variegation. And here is an Opuntia violacea, and that's just hanging out here with the house plants. It's getting a little sun on its bottom segment. And I have two ponytail palms here. They are getting nice and fat. I'm going to show you the caudiform at the bottom here. That is like a little bulb that stores water. This one has the same thing. So you don't want to overwater these plants. You want to wait till they really get dry. But they're fattening up nicely. And I had these in a rather dark space for about a month, and they do fine, but I felt bad about it, so I moved it into this sunny spot. And then back here I have a ZZ plant, and this is something that was done from leaf cuttings, so I was excited about this one. This took about 3 years to get to this tiny size. So doing leaf cuttings with a ZZ plant takes a lot of patience. I know people have had some luck with stem cuttings, and that'll give you a bigger plant, but it's kind of cool to see it all just grow out from one leaf, but you have to be super, super patient about it. So I'm proud of that one. But I love ponytail palms. They are some of my favorite. And I'll be doing a video on this, but I did just pick up a whole clump of ponytail palms at a Safeway store. It's a little bit hard to see there. But I'm going to be breaking that up into about 2 or 3 plants because there's 6 little ponytails in there. So I figure you could even break it up into 6 if the bulbs come apart easily, but we'll see what happens with that once I get my hands on it. And over here I am just trying to do some microgreens. I'm reusing a lettuce container, and I put some soil and some sunflower seeds in there, and I'm hoping to get some sunflower sprouts. So we'll see what happens with that. We had some from a farmer's market, and it was really delicious. So I'm hoping to do that, but everybody's looking really happy here. It's a big plant family here. And then I have a couple on the table that I want to show you. Let me bring you over here. Okay, that's my beautiful dog Zip. I miss her. And let's move along here. This is my String of Hearts plant. I did a video on this, and it is sending out longer vines. It seems very happy in this spot. So I'm excited about that one. That's not an easy plant to get. And then over here is my Pilea peperomidis, and that keeps sending out more and more leaves. I just repotted it because it was, let me see if I can get closer. It was in a very well draining mix, and I decided that maybe it needed a richer soil. So that has just recently been repotted. And then let me see if I can get a shot down here. I have an aloe plant under that cord, but it is hanging out inside for the cooler months. So that is, I think it's called a zebra aloe. And that is a really tough plant. So it seems pretty happy down there. And over here I have my new Rhipsalis pilocarpa, and that's called the mistletoe cactus, and I just really get a kick out of that one. It's got a fun form to it. And then I have a little jade plant here. And I really like the way this jade plant looks in this pot. I think it looks really cool. So let me take you under here. I have a Thanksgiving cactus, and I have an Echeveria. I think that's an Echeveria topsy-turvy. And she made beautiful flowers this summer for me. And this is just a little dish garden here with a little owl we got from a local nursery. They have these cute little accessories. So everything's doing really well over here. And then there's just one more plant in this room. I'll take you over here. I hope you're not going to get too motion sick as I walk through the family room. But the last plant I have here in this nice bright room, this is my brightest room in the house, so I probably have most of my plants in here. But this is a Monstera. Some people call it a cheese plant. And that is doing really well. I have chopped it back several times. This was something that my daughter had in her first college apartment. My husband brought it to her as a little housewarming gift and said, gosh, I hope it survives. And 6 years later, here it is. It's been chopped back many times because I don't like to stake it up. I just like it to look bushy. But it's still doing really well, and in fact, it's sending out some new leaves here. Those curled up leaves are coming up. But that's about it. Look at those beautiful leaves. That's sometimes called the cheese plant, but this is a very trendy plant right now, and it's very easy. It's very easy to grow, and you can take cuttings and root them and give them away, but it's a beautiful plant, and it's doing really well in my family room. So that is the end of my family room houseplant tour. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I hope you're having a really good day.